Oh, here go Regis right here. Oh, and at the same time. What the hell? All right, this gonna be messy. Hafey, what the hell?
Let's get
Hafey?
it, baby. Let's get the mess started. Let's do it.
Well, go ahead then, Regis. How you feeling, boss?
I'm cool, brother. I'm still in New Orleans, I had a little off night the other night, but it's all good, bro. I'm good. I'm in good spirits.
I'm gonna go with what Chris said, and then I'm gonna let everybody else take over. But Chris, I just asked him what he didn't like about doing commentary. He said probably the Twitter responses that you get. What kind of responses have you gotten since this fight, and do you feel it's justified?
I didn't check Twitter, bro. I try to stay off social media. Honestly, people calling me and saying things, but not. I'm staying off social media and stuff like that right now, bro. Right now, I'm all in my, good spirits. So, when it's time to get back to the drawing board, and I guess when I get back home to Texas and stuff like that, that's when I'll start creeping online and start looking at some things.
Yeah. I stay off of that. The social media too. Go ahead, Chris. You got something for him?
Yeah, I can agree with that too. What's up, Regis? Chris Algieri here.
What's up, Chris?
I was there the night of your fight. Got to call the fight. Zorrilla, I called him before. He fought so differently than I had ever seen. I never thought he would take that kind of approach. What were you guys thinking in there in those first couple rounds? The fact that he was just moving and kind of counter.
He was just running around, bro. I mean, he was a late replacement. Wait, let me get out of here. Ma, you going back to that? Ma, I'm on the interview. I'm going back to that. It was like, I knew that he was a late replacement, and I knew that, he just came to survive. He didn't want to get knocked out, so he came to survive. So he just ran, he ran around, and we didn't prepare for it. I'll be honest, bro, we didn't prepare for that at all. What I watched on him, he had some knockout power. So, he came to fight, and the fight, I saw that it was close with the Honor Barboza thing. He still damn fought Barboza, but with me, he just ran around. So literally in camp, we never worked on that. No spar partners moved. Nobody not on the pads, nothing like that. We didn't work on no type of movement at all, like cutting off the ring or nothing like that, because I thought that he was gonna come and, actually, try to fight me a little bit, and that didn't happen. He just, he ran around. So I was totally unprepared for what he brought.
Yeah, at the open of the telecast, they asked me because a lot of guys are writing him off. He was a late replacement. He didn't look great against Barboza, and you've been looking great lately. Especially, I think you've advanced your style quite a bit since the fight with Josh Taylor, and so a lot of guys are writing him up. But they asked me, they're like, what can he do to give Regis trouble? I said, well, he's tall and he can punch, and he didn't really utilize that. I mean, he could punch, sure, but he didn't throw a lot of punches. He moved around a lot in the ring. And then also, you said it afterwards. Fighting at home, I fought at home a lot. There's an extra added pressure on those kinds of nights, and you want to say like, oh, I can rise above it, but that's a real thing, and I appreciate you being honest with that right away.
Yeah, definitely, for sure, man. Like hometown jitters, that's definitely real. Mm-hmm. It was just leading up to the fight, I didn't feel it though. Leading up to it, I was like, I'm good, but I think once the weigh-ins came, my friends kind of sensed it. Like me, I'm a silent killer. I don't really say nothing. If people say things to me, I might bark back at it, but for the most part, bro, I don't say nothing. So, what he did his little muscle thing, and I started talking to him, and obviously he don't speak English, so he don't even understand. So I'm just talking really for nothing. And even my friends and stuff, they said it. My wife, she was like, you look like out of your comfort zone. And I felt like I was too, because I don't talk. Like, I know what I am. I'm a silent killer. I don't need to talk to nobody. And it kind of got me out of my, it just got me out of my comfort zone. So, but yeah, it was, then I think at the weigh-ins, then I started feeling pressure. And, we had a good crowd. We had some celebrities in there. So I started feeling it, and then dealing with tickets and just all that type of stuff, man. It was just, it was a lot.
I like to say that boxing at home is the silent killer, because you don't feel anything. And because we've heard it so many times before the fight happens, we like, oh, we good. We doing everything we need to do. We focus. We good. But it's the silent killer, because once you get in the ring, there's certain energies that you didn't know you were putting out and doing a little bit more than you needed to do. And then on fight night, that's when that silent killer shows up, and you look back on it, you like, man, this was ugly, and it was the worst time for me to be ugly because I was in front of all my fans, all my people. The worst time for me to look ugly, and then when you really think about it, it's like, wow, it was this pressure that I didn't even know was there. The silent killer.
Right, exactly, and that's what happened, and it was, it's just even on top of that, like it was just I think that played the off night, and then him running around, it was just a lot of things that kind of played into that.
And you got something for your boy?
Yeah, Regis, I knew you was gonna deal with tickets. I'm from Louisiana, and people asking me for tickets. I'm like, bro, I ain't just ask this man for tickets. Like, I had to go through Shawn, and I'll get you some tickets. But being from the South, we love to look out for each other, bro. What's the rule next fight, Regis? What we changing? Because
we're not fighting his next fight. We're not fighting his next fight. We
coming back, right? We're coming back home.
Not next fight. No, not next fight. No. Definitely not next fight, bro. I'm not coming back here next fight. No. I think we did good ticket sales, bro. I think we did way more than we expected. It was a popping event, but yeah, coming back here, nah, not right now, bro. I rather, I'm gonna tell Eddie, yeah, we gotta take it somewhere else, bro. We not coming back to New Orleans right now, bro. Yes, it was just like I said, bro. It's just dealing with too much. You're dealing with tickets. You're dealing with all that, bro. And something I did that I never do, bro. I pride myself on being a professional. And usually, day of the fight, man, I woke up probably like around 9 or 10 a.m. And so I texted my coach. I was like, bro, like, what time we got to be at the arena? He was like 7 o'clock. I was like, damn. I looked at the clock. It was like 1 o'clock, 1:30. I'm like, damn, that's another 5 hours. I'm like, bro, I can't sit in the room all day. And so, I told my wife, I called my wife, like, what you doing and stuff? And she was like dealing with tickets. And I was like, man, come get me. And we went by my mom's house, and they was over there dealing with stuff. And I'm like, oh, man, bring me back. You know what? Never mind. Bring me back. Please bring me back to the hotel. Like, dealing with tickets and all that stuff, bro. I couldn't deal with that, bro. So it was just a lot, man. And, and one thing I tend to do, and I know I told my wife we got to stop doing this, is, I tend to I don't want to say overlook, but we planned a lot of things for, like, before the fight. After the fight, we planned a lot before the fight, basically. Like, I got a lake house and stuff like that. We had a full party. We were like, oh, man, we about to do this. We about to go on a cruise. We about to do this. And, like, I'm like, the fight not even over. My wife, she in Vegas right now. I'm probably going to head to Vegas, tomorrow or something like that. And we had all this planned out way before the fight. So I was like, bro, we can't do this no more. Like, let's get past from now on, we get past the fight. Then we make plans and stuff like that. Cause we literally got all our stuff already, bro. Like I said, she's in Vegas filming some Boxing Wives show with Zab Judah and stuff like that. I'm coming out there, I think probably Thursday. Then we going to Miami, and we had all this already planned. So I think that, I don't like to say I overlook my opponents, cause I don't. But if you plan all that stuff, it's kind of like I guess you could say an element to it, basically.
Bro, listen, I had a on my phone, only time I fought at home in Cleveland, I had a list of things that I was going to do after the fight, a list of people I was going to see after all this kind of stuff, all planned before the fight even happened. As soon as that last bell rung, was one of the ugliest fights I've been in my whole career at home in Cleveland. And I learned that same lesson as soon as the bell rang. I had too much on my mind, too much going on after the fight, and it wasn't that I was overlooking the dude. I just was so in such an urgency to get to the stuff afterwards, because as fighters, we look forward to a great night of boxing, then we look forward to all of the fun and love that we're going to receive after that. So I'm glad you got it out your system, bruh. You had an ugly fight the other night. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about you when you leave. And but at the least, bruh, man, enjoy the victory, man, and we look forward to you coming back stronger.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna go back to drawing board. I'm gonna take a little vacation, take a little breaks. Now I can enjoy my breaks and vacations, but I'm definitely going back to the drawing board, bro. I do this, bro. I want to be the best, so I definitely got to tighten up on some things. I'll be honest with myself. I'm always really honest with myself. So I definitely got to go out there, tighten up on some things, and, talk to my training staff and, like, bro, we got to, it's some things we got to work on for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to go back to the drawing board, go back to the gym and bust my ass.
Sure. I hope these young fighters are paying attention, Regis, because we said that on Fight Night in the ring, the honesty that you had in regarding the fight. But even now, like you've kept that honesty about I got to change things. I got to go back to the drawing board. A lot of champions don't like to admit those kinds of things. So I hope these young fighters will listen to a guy like you, and they can take some notes, because that's a great lesson right there.
Here you go.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Regis, we appreciate you joining the podcast for a second, man. Have a good one, man. Enjoy your victory.
All right, no problem. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go talk shit about me.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna talk all that
Regis,
shit.
Regis, before you leave, hey, I'm always in Louisiana. Hey, what boxing gym you at? I ain't trying to come there with you there. I'm just trying to shout them out.
New Orleans Boxing Gym. New Orleans Boxing Club. In New Orleans, out here, New Orleans Boxing Club. When I'm out here, I'm most of the time I'm in Texas and LA, but when I'm out here, New Orleans Boxing Club.
Okay, got you.
All right, big dog. Hey,
y'all
stay on for a second.
Well, let me have it.